So, at Worcester County Jail, I get there and I'm immediately gang stalked. Right after Mumford and Son, Little Lion Man, Lion can also be rearranged to Olin, which is my in-laws, Paul and Shannon Olin. I can give you all the names. You saw my book. I gave uh, Officer Brown at the Maryland State Police. I handmade a book. I handmade that one just to prove that I can prove simulation theory without a computer. So, like, I can give you all of the names, Jane Bishop, Janie Lawson, Jesse Hernandez, Jimmy Varndell, Debbie Sherrick, Ronnie Glorioso, Stan Gordon. So if you need the names that you can look up and see, wow, these are real people. She's telling the truth. So I get there, and on 624, the Chicago album 6TO4, well, I see 624. And Chicago also has an album 17. Sergeant Campbell. Good. She gang stalked me instantly. She said she was undercover. And I said, I said, because I had just talked to Kimball Musk, and he had offered me a job with Tesla. I said, who is it, Kimball Musk? She says, yes. And I was like, oh, great. So this is going to all work out really, really well. Well, and then she just kept gang stalking me. I don't think she even realized it's total puppet. Then she started gang stalking me about Corporal O'Flynn. He's like the sexiest man I've ever seen. And I think they were using him as a honeypot. So I played along, but I mean, honestly, I'll tell you the truth. I was masturbating to my 86-year-old stepfather the whole time. But I played along in the van. Look at the van on my trip on 9/25. This competency is memory. 9/25, 2024. They took me to Eastern Shore Hospital Center. She says, do you know who Flynn is? I said, no, but he looks like Secret Service. This man's like 6'6", and he's extremely handsome. And she says, he knows a lot about QAnon. Would you marry him? And I was just like, at the time, I was like, wow, he knows about QAnon? And probably, because I'm looking for a QAnon man. But he was like, so he's so much younger than me, and he's so good looking. He's got such the player vibes that I didn't really take it seriously. I was playing along, but I thought maybe this guy is QAnon and part of Secret Service. He doesn't look. He's like, he sticks out like a sore thumb, like ho ho ho, green giant. So ho ho ho, I was just saying Heather O'Flynn. I was joking. Ho ho ho, Santa Claus. I held Rudolph's hand, and I gave him a hard on in the Eastern Shore Hospital Center while we were playing bingo. Bingo. So they're gang stalking me about Corporal O'Flynn. And I think I ran into him at down at Trooper's Rides, right by the haunted house. I didn't talk to him because I really don't have anything to say. I don't really know him. I thought he was Secret Service, so I was sending him letters. I sent them all letters, though. I'm going to send them UPS copies of my book. So when they're called to court, go ahead and try to lie. That's perjury. Incompetent. Are you serious? Clear and convincing evidence. The preponderance of evidence. Circumstantial evidence. Speculation. Hearsay. Overruled. Objection. Rebuttal. I know that the area between the bench and counsel is called the well. Incompetent for 2 years? This should be a full-blown investigation as if it was a murder. Because they're trying to kill me. I don't think that they can because it's a simulation. So now they're just trying to devour my soul. them are just going to gang stalk me, smear me, so now I can't even rent a room at the Red Roof Inn. I can't get a job. It took months to get my license back. If I talk to a cop, they look at the criminal record and it looks like I'm crazy. We got family members all getting restraining orders. What? As soon as I'm confirmed Q, 3 family members get restraining orders? Are you serious? Are you ready to be put on trial? And say that I deserve that? After Mike got the, or no, right before Mike and Kara went and got the restraining order, I couldn't take it anymore because Kara was freaking out. And Mike drove me to the hotel that I went to, and then I was served. I think he even gave me a hug. We talked. He's not scared of me. He got mad because when Kara was reporting that I was threatening to kill my granddaughter, he kind of took her side. And I said, he sells weed. He does. He's been in trouble for it, and he sells weed. I said, his scale is inside. Would you like me to show you where he keeps his stash? They didn't do anything, so he got mad at me. Well, you're not allowed to go get restraining orders because I exposed you sell weed. You do. All day, every day. And you have for your entire life. Revelations is about telling the truth, Mike. I love Mike. I didn't, I'm being tortured for telling the truth while I'm watching people around me lie and get away with it. That's when they told me that when this happened, they said, the best thing to do with this is just tell the truth, because then at the end, all these people that ridiculed you actually look like the fools. Because, they ridicule you because in 3D people, all of you, you're in a simulation. I know I programmed your subconscious and your unconscious mind. You eat boogies. So they do. That's what the touch your nose if JFK Jr.'s alive. Because Heather used to eat boogies. I got caught eating a boogie. Coming to Ocean City with Blair. Blair caught me. Blair Witch. Touch your nose if JFK Jr.'s alive. And I admit it. I can't even remember the last time. So, just all kinds of embarrassing things. Things that you do, like, people do while they're alone. You all do it. You think nobody's watching and you're in the Truman Show. So, let's say, who cast the first stone? Cast? Scripture? A script? A cast? You're not getting it. A pastor? You're living in the past. I'm being called incompetent because I'm too genius for them to understand. So now you're going to pay me punitive damages because of the ruthless and the relentless nature of this crime. I want to give props to Officer Brown because he listened to me. He wrote things down. He contacted somebody who he says he needed somebody with a little bit more insight. And he gave me he gave me his email because nobody wants to give me their email. And then he said, okay, well, now he sent me to another person. He says, anything in the future, send it. I sent him like 50 emails. And I hate to have to do that, bombard it, but this is the evidence to support my claims of a ruthless conspiracy. So he did. And he gave me the email of an investigator. So I want to give props out to Justin Rogers already for even looking into this. I thank you, ZZ Top. So Z is 26, or add it together, it's 8. So 628 is Elon Musk, and 826 is my granddaughter. So see the picture of Elon Musk and his phone number with like the 309 Johnny Cash? I covered it with top rolling papers. Yes, I have a medical marijuana card, but it's recreational anyway. So weed doesn't actually get me high. You see, I stay in an ascended state of consciousness. That's why I'm all alone. I don't want to do small talk. And I really don't want to explain simulation theory to make you believe it. I just want to do it and you do it and just live in the moment. I don't want to have to prove simulation theory to anybody. I'm prepared to be a nun. It's already been 3 years since I've been touched, because I'm not going to let a gang stalker touch me ever again. The last one that touched me died. Rob Dugan in Aberdeen. Last time I saw him, he tossed my salad at the Travel Inn in Aberdeen. The Travel Inn man. And I told him, I said, this is the last time I'm going to see you. Then somebody else came and told me. I don't even know how we got on the subject. But they're like, oh, yeah, Rob Dugan's, he died. I don't know how he died. I'm assuming a overdose. But you have to look into this. Was it a hot dose? Did somebody purposely do this? Because I had tried to enlighten him. So did I spark his consciousness and they gave him a hot dose, or did something else happen? It was just it's beyond coincidental. So he had a dead mother also. We talked about that. I talked about synchronicity with him. I said my mom died too, Debbie B52s, and we spent the night together one night. And then I really started to notice gang stalking, and I was like, I'm not letting anybody that close anymore. No friends, no nothing. Because just like this girl right next to me, Shelly, she works here. She shouldn't be borrowing money from me. I'll give it right back to you. And I mean, she ignores me now. But I kind of liked her. So I gave her some of my clothes. I had, I'm blessed. Right now I'm blessed. And she was wearing shabby clothes, so I had a brand new sweater similar to the thing she had on, and I was like, here's some clothes. And she asked me for $20, I'll pay you back, which she still may, but she said she'd pay me back tomorrow. And now she ignores me. So again, I just got bit. I was like, I kind of let her in. She gave me a shot. I gotta watch this. She gave me a shot of Four Loko, and now I'm wondering. But I dropped it on the floor by accident. It was only a little bit left. I was like, you have to worry. Was there something in that? Because not even something to kill you, just fluoride, just extra fluoride to calcify your pineal gland. You can't calcify my pineal gland. It's spinning too fast. There's nothing in this world that can calcify my pineal gland because it's spinning too fast. You can't make me forget what I already see, because it would be like trying to make me forget how to read. Read's my dad's friend. So in the ward, another one that gang stalked me was Sergeant Baldwin. First thing, she's like, I'm an undercover. Synchronicity. So I'm telling you like it is, because these people were really terrible. Could be double agents, or could have just been gang stalking me to give the illusion of false hope. So Hope was one of the inmates who served my food. Get this. There was a lady named Rockin' Robin, and I don't even remember her. But I come and I stay at the Grand for a month while I'm out in Worcester County. And right before they sent me back, I'm sitting out on the boardwalk. There's a line of roses in the sand. I don't know, like maybe a dozen or 2 dozen, all in a line. And they were dead, but they were still in the sand. I was like, how did they get there? Like the tractor comes, and these flowers are already dead. I was just I don't know. I mean, it was in the winter time, so maybe I guess the tractors don't, harrow the sand in the winter. So I guess that's why because it looked like they had been there a couple days. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just thinking about it, and I'm just looking at the Grand Hotel, and Ariana Grande got us a woman. Next thing I know, this woman, here it is in November, on the boardwalk in front of the Grand Hotel. This woman comes out of nowhere and says, "Do you remember me?" Like almost like kind of looks scared. "Do you remember me?" Scared and not leery. She just seemed leery, like, her life might have been in danger for even doing this. Not that she was scared of me, but scared of other forces that might because of her coming and telling me this. She says, "Do you remember me?" I said, "No." She's like, "I served your food in jail." I said, she says, "Robin." I was like, "Hi, how are you?" She's like, "Everything's going to be okay." And then took off. And then I go back to jail. I was like, "How did you even know where I was? How did you know I was going to be out on the boardwalk for those 5 minutes?" Because I was waiting for some food right there at the JavaScript. There's a place called JavaScript right there. Script. I mean, Officer Rogers, I have $3,000 extensions in right now. Incompetent. The reason I did it is because, for one, they're using black magic, and it really, like everywhere I go, they mess up my hair. It never really looks good anymore. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just, even though it might not be a great, and I look healthy and shiny, at least it'll be long because I'm doing, doing videos. So I was like, I invested this in me to, as my hair, this is just so frizzy, and you can see it's real frizzy at the top. So that's why. So Rizwan Verk. But is this something that incompetent people do? Go and live in hotels doing influencer teaching on YouTube, contacting authorities everywhere. I contacted everywhere. I contacted every QAnon influencer. I contacted Michael Flynn, Donald Trump, Mark Milley, CIA, FBI, NSA, ACLU, MUFON, Attorney General, SETI, Attorney Grievance. Is this so? And when I was in the ward, I contacted every single grievance outlet that was listed on the board, and they just gaslight you. It's their internal system that'll pretty much tell you, nope, you're crazy. I told her, I was like, if you think you're gonna break me, you got another thing coming. Judas Priest. Out there is a fortune waiting to be had. If you think I'd let it go, you're mad. You got another thing coming. I'm going to get richer. I'm going to die trying. I'm fucking unstoppable. This is going to court. And now, I thank you, Maryland State Police, for even... I took it a step further. Officer Brown obviously thought that there's something worth investigating and sent it to somebody who investigates. That's what I've been asking the whole time. You keep sending me these street cops who are nothing but toll collectors. I need an investigator. That's what I am. I'm a spiritual investigator. Do you understand that the information that I teach can actually solve crimes? I bet you I could solve a lot, or at least lead you in the right direction. I can't say that I could talk to the dead person and they just tell me, unless I go into a trance. Somebody would have to put me into a trance. And maybe could get... some people go into trances and then they start talking another language or stuff like that. But I do it consciously. So I'm doing the best I can. Okay? But I can look at dates and times and where it happened and suspects, and I'll lay out this cue plan of all the songs and show you how it all connects. And then, I need the facts. Just like you need proof and evidence, I need to see it. I'll start looking at timestamps on the documents, the police name, their badge numbers, and you'll be shocked at what I know. Why was this woman even thought to be incompetent? I was 49 years old. I owned a 25-acre piece of land in Street, Maryland. A lot of people can't afford 25 acres in Street, Maryland. My place is listed on Zillow for $900,000, but with what they did to me, Lou got it for $225,000 and got everything I own because they locked me up and I couldn't go to my court. I was in a locked facility and the judge wouldn't postpone it. This is gang stalking in high places. So Lou, my lawyer says, yeah, Lou said that you got drugs delivered into the driveway. I was like, he paid for those drugs. He told me to have them delivered. He paid for them. Yes, I went out and got them because I know the drug dealers, but he paid for them. So he told the court that I got drugs delivered in the driveway for us. Oh no, for you. He got them. I got them delivered for us, and he has his little scale, and he cuts out half. You can't just go in court. That is perjury. You can't just tell half the truth. Do you see how bad that looks on Lou now? Everything this man does is a lie. He's so invested in this lie, he's going to, it's like catching a kid that just ate a candy bar, has got chocolate all over their face, and they swear to you they didn't eat that chocolate bar. That's Lou. I can see it on your face. Written all over your face. Writ of habeas corpus. I'm in as telling Sister Ora Drummond, I want to file a petition for the writ of habeas corpus. My lawyer won't speak to me. So, the second, Dr. Chappelle was unqualified. I had warned her I'm going to sue her. The first time. So that's a conflict of interest because she's biased. And I also told her that she looks like Mike Tyson's left nut. She was using a green screen and she would move her head and all of her hair disappeared. I was like, what? I asked her, are you AI? I said, when you move, your hair disappears? She's like, oh, because I'm using a green screen. See? And so I told her she looked like Mike Tyson's left nut. In the Air Tonight 107 video I sent you, Making of a Perfect Day, Peaches at the end, Kling Peaches. Kling is my granddaughter's last name. Her father, Alex, the 6'4" Goliath, David and Goliath, threw me down 3 times for trying to get cream or Limp Bizkit. I didn't call the police, but then he assaulted my daughter and my son, and the police show up like a few weeks later, right after she had a baby. And the police show up. They wouldn't even speak to me. I was like, he assaulted me. I want to say this. I want this in the report. They didn't want to call me to court or nothing. They completely ignored me. And my son Chase says, oh yeah, don't pay attention to her, she's crazy. I was like, Chase, a police chase, a bulletproof vest, I kissed Randy Vest, a bull ET, a bullhorn, a bullpen, Penny, Copper, Penny, Big Bang Theory. I disproved Big Bang Theory. Do you see? I do believe that the Maryland State Police are going to help me now. I'm offering them complete immunity because I've been sending you guys messages for years too, but I don't know who gets those messages. So I went in person, and thank you so far. Officer Brown is a hero to me, just like Officer Mumford, who stood up for me, or I was going to be sent back for the 3rd time by Judge Coates in Worcester County. An officer who had spent an hour talking to me. I was shocked Because everybody else seems to be so controlled. He looked like he was insulted for Dr. Russo. It was like it was an insult to everybody who believed that I was competent. And he stood up and he's like, "What do you want from her?" And they're like, "Oh," then both of them all of a sudden changed their stance on competence, but still wouldn't drop the charges, even though I had done 3 times the max time. Judge Coates, go listen to it. My lawyer, Nick Copper, said, Judge Coates, she's time served when she was sending me back for the second competency. Nick Copper did, but Tom Moronic agreed I need to go back again. Nick Copper said she's time served. Oh, no, she's not. She has a hindering charge, unlimited time. The hindering charge is 0 time. But she says because it's common law, I think it's a different kind of law. Well, I haven't been convicted of anything yet, so how are you giving me the max time for this 0? She gave me 3 years. How can you give me 3 years for anything? I haven't been convicted of anything yet. Judge Coates, her initials are CVC. That's my brother Jason's. Jason Ariana Grande, God is a Woman. Jason. Her initials are CVC. That was my brother's old company, CVC, Custom Vinyl Creations. The mayor's involved, judges, lawyers. I have to go down swinging because they're trying to kill me. I have this amazing thing called QAnon. I could sell merchandise, books, but now they've slandered me so bad, I can't come out quite yet because we need to get this settled. I am coming out, but I want... I don't want officers to be killed because I channeled dead ones already. And it's going to be a free-for-all because people are going to start seeing things my way. Like, yeah, who are you? Like, who gave you a permission? Like, Sir Robert Peel was authorized by a king, not my king, to be the first person to have authority over another person. Well, now I have spiritual authority. So I'm the first person to say, kings aren't even real. That's why you listen to the King James Bible. Do you listen? King James Bible. What? Are you that stupid? Have you ever saw a talking snake? Noah, how long do you think it would take to build a boat that long? That big? How much lumber? Like, did they have 84 lumber or, back then? Was Noah rich? Who's taking care? Okay, so now you got all the animals in this area. And you're taking care of them. And I know how much it takes to take care of a 25-acre farm, to take care of animals. Did they have the mill? You know, to get the grain you need rabbit food, you need bird seed, you need fish, not fish, but I guess you didn't need to save the fish, but lions, you need other dead animals or other live animals. You need other live animals for them to eat. If you get dead, they're going to rot real quick. Who rowed this massive boat? Had you ever think that ship might be a DNA data bank, a UFO mothership? Have you ever seen anybody take a rib out of one person and make another? Have you ever seen a man make a person? Besides busting a nut, the woman does it. So you see, they totally turned, because women are smarter. I'm most definitely smarter. I have common sense. I can't believe it's been 6 years. I'm 52 years old. I was confirmed Q at 46. I really would have liked to, come out at 46. I'm like, it's like dog years to me. It's not fair. as my grandiose ex-husband narcissist who's smearing me about QAnon. QAnon is tearing families apart because the fake news is putting the people who outcast the QAnon person, because their whole family, QAnons are born into non-player character families. And somebody came to them and they're like, well, I hate that QAnon anyway, and offer them, everybody has a price. Not me. Not me. I said, if you want a ballpark, a quintillion dollars. And I still won't do it. Because I want to leave. I don't want to be here. I hate it here. As my husband's at living the time of his life. You know, he still has, you know, he's got a girlfriend. Probably got, I don't really know. I don't just stalk my husband. Like I said, I don't know the only reason I know her name is because Kara told me. I've never seen a picture of her. And all I know is that what he's done is my kids are old enough. My grandkids need to be away from that man. He's devastating to the evolution of their consciousness. They're so they're like sponges, and all they're hearing is that graham cracker's crazy, Q's stupid, you know. Don't listen to her. I'm like, you literally, because you wanted to erase me because I'm intimidating to a new supply. They're extremely jealous of me. I had 25 years with that man, and now he has to smear my pussy. He used to call me Yummy Britches. And now he has to smear my pussy to make these women or whatever comfortable, because I'm so uncomfortable to them. My dad's girlfriends were the same way. My dad's girlfriends used to be so fucking jealous of me. You're jealous of his daughter? One time, my dad and his girlfriend got in such a fight because at like 13, I put on his girlfriend, Kathy, Paul Simon, Kathy Coates. I put on her jeans. And my dad said, God, Heather, you look better in those jeans than her. And they got into this big fight. And I'm not saying I'm like anything special, because like I'm not. But I can imagine anybody that could put up with Lou is not going to be a centerfold. I wouldn't think. For one, he's 60 years old. And for another, there's nobody home. So if Inga is this beautiful woman, I can't imagine why she would even be threatened by me, but she's part of this. So I'm assuming that she herself is threatened by me. Why wouldn't you, instead of smearing me, and pretending that you're mom and grandmom, wouldn't you want a loving, real grandmother? Wouldn't you rather have that dynamic? Like, I don't want Lou anymore. I left Lou. I don't know what he's telling you. I hand wrote a separation agreement. So he ran and got a divorce lawyer first because I didn't have any money. He took all the money out of the bank. And I couldn't even live in our rental trailer. Dennis lives there. Dennis the Menace. Dennis also lives as the other Heaven on First Farm Earth. It was owned by my stepdad and Dennis. So, Sergeant Baldwin, my grandparents lived in a farm, Wise Owl. They bow down before the owl at Bohemian Grove. They also used to live off Cedar Grove Road in Sparks. The Who. So she said she was undercover. Sergeant Campbell said she was undercover. Um, there, I was like trying to give the benefit of the doubt that they all were undercover. 1 minute, like Office, like Corporal Purnell. 1 minute, like she'd give me these really incredible vibes, and we talk about synchronicities. Like she told me her dad's birthday was 10/2, and her birthday was 2/10. Like I have a really good memory. So 2/10, Kyle Hammerstein, he died. That was his birthday. Hammer, can't touch this. This is why we pray. I'm too legit to quit. And her dad was 10/2. I said, oh, that's Tara Quinn's birthday, the Mighty Quinn. Abby's her daughter, Abby Road. So she did do synchronicity with me, but then another time she came in and just was so mean to me. I think they were loving it. My eyes look really weird. They look at like cat's eyes. Look at her. They just look like they're moving on their own. The doctor, Bruce Ford. They call me Bruce. Denied me calcium so bad, and my hips became so bad. I'm limping on camera. When I got to Eastern Shore Hospital Center, I'm trying to just walk it. I'm just walking because like a caged animal. And because I could walk around, I had to go to the hospital on 5/17. Elon must take the red pill, 5/17/2020. And it has a little rose at the end. I told you the roses out front of the Grand. Rose and Heather Nazareth. So I could morph my face. Sometimes I look really old, and sometimes I look really young. Sometimes I look like witchy. And then sometimes I'm looking, like, I've even taken a picture where I was like, God, I look like I'm 17 years old. I can morph into a gypsy where it's like some of my teeth look black and I'm like, I look dirty. Like, but me. And then sometimes just really witchy me, like really, really bad looking me. And then sometimes I look 10 years younger. Sometimes I look 40, and like right now, I don't think I look 52. So, Morpheus, I can morph my face into John Lennon and into Ashtar. Like somebody needs to go shut that girl down, Elizabeth April. Like I want to see her digital footprint. Go look at my digital footprint. Go look at my YouTubes. My YouTubes, my Facebook accounts. You would think that I was AI. Sometimes posting, I think probably hundreds or thousands even maybe a day. Q-proof. But yet nobody knows who Q is. I do. Gmail just shut me down. All of my accounts I can't email. Right when I was sending the Elon Musk, I was at Home Depot. Office Depot, making copies of my book, and I wanted to print out. I sent one picture, and it worked, of me in the QAnon mask. Then I tried to print. He's like, here, you gotta. I was like, can I do this all at one time? And I tried to do it all at one time. All of the Elon's stuff. And I tried to print it, and nope, it won't go through. I was like, I can't print the Elon proof to put in my book. And he's like, okay, here, try this email. So I tried that email. It wouldn't work. And now my email doesn't work anymore. So I went to Yahoo, and now I'm the lady QAnon shaman at yahoo.com. And you know what? Now I'm only going to contact this investigator from the Maryland State Police. All of the rest of you can bark at the moon. Officer Rogers. I've contacted Matt Crisafulli. I've contacted R. Alston from Worcester. I've contacted C. Kelly. Rick Meehan. I've contacted everybody from City Hall. I've went there. I sent him Q merchandise. And then I sent him $150 roses, a Forever Angel. Angel Aerosmith. My last name's Smith. Just call me Angel in the morning. Juice Newton. Juice is my cousin JoJo. So I channeled Sir Isaac Newton. You could decode the Bible. This is going to be worldwide news. Nothing can stop what's coming. Like, I'm never going to stop. I'm facing homelessness. So she's homeless. Crystal Waters. Turquoise. Donovan. I love turquoise. I got it from the Dreamweaver. Gary Wright on the boardwalk. And Ghoulish on the boardwalk. The Witchy Shop. Little Wayne Ghoulish. I am not a human being. I just got my license back. The only reason I didn't have my license back because of fuckers. 2 years in jail, being targeted. I had like 16 classes done. I was riding and they make everything hard on me. I had to ride my bike a mile in Aberdeen to go to these classes. I had 16 of them done. They lock me up. I get out. I want to start my class. Nope, you have to start over all over again. I have to start over again on just random ass, like I forgot. It's all red tape. It's all about money. So I had to do it all again. So then I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it online. And I called and I told the lady I want to do this. She's like, oh yeah, we can help you. $800. They only did 12 classes. Oh, well, the DMV wants 26. 26. So now I have to pay another $800. $1,600 to watch 26 hours of TED Talks. What? Why doesn't the government have something free that you can just watch? You know, have your face there. They have facial recognition. You made me pay $1,600 to watch 26 fucking TED Talks. And then the lady gang stalked me. She took forever to send my paper. Then she just was herself. She was gang stalking me. So it's just nonstop. Then the DMV did it. AT&T did it. I'm telling you, 4 people here have asked me for money. 2 I gave money. One's my neighbor who works here, Shelly. Then the 2, one's name was Angel. I told her no. Like, why is everybody coming to me for money? And another lady borrowed $3, and she keeps saying, oh, I'll get it to you. Just walks by me. It's like, you came and borrowed $3 from me. And they're all living at this hotel. The price is about to get astronomical. What are these people with no fucking money doing at this hotel?